All right, got another breakdown here for you. This time I'm in the gi. Same day, same tournament. It's my first tournament and first match ever in the gi. Won my first match ever in no gi. Lost the next couple. This is my first match ever in the gi. This time I'm facing off against Min Cho, who I've connected with a couple of times since. He's a pretty nice guy, and he showed himself to be at the end of this round. Spoiler alert, I lose this one, but sometimes it's better to review losing footage than winning footage because you can maybe learn more. So let's get to it. So that, right off the bat, that takedown, if you can even call it that because he's still on his feet. So what I was meant to do here is something that my coach and I had been working for the week. I was supposed to have this foot connected here and not these two, so that the idea would be to sort of pull him down across my leg, make him turtle, and get on his back. I didn't do that, and I just yanked him down into my guard, except he didn't even go down. He's still on his feet. I was able to compose guard. I have sort of long legs for my body size and type, and I'm able to get him in the guard. We just fight for posture for a little while. It's not super exciting. I'm grabbing the lapel, trying to keep him down. He's shoving my hips down, trying to get up. Here he tries to crack my knee open to open my guard just like he's supposed to. Put a leg out, get a wider base. At some point in here, I go for a sit-up sweep. Let's find that and look at that. So here's the sit-up sweep. Let's watch that through. I get a hook, and I go for it. Now let's look at why that did not work. There's a couple of reasons. So I think this is probably the best right here. So let's check this out. For sweep to work, you have to chop out base points and keep new ones from being established. So first mistake is that my chop is not on his base point. He's got a wide base here and here and a little bit here. This leg of mine is trying to chop out this base point. But guess what? It's not in the right spot. Second problem, I don't control the opportunity for another base point to establish once I do get him off balance. So I do break his posture. I mean, look at that. He is sideways and backwards, but it doesn't matter because he's still got a knee down and he's got now a hand down. So it doesn't matter how hard I slam into him if he can just recompose his base. Quick pause here. This is just how a sit-up sweep is supposed to look. There we go. And so it doesn't work. He's able to stand right back up. And here I go for a hook sweep. I put in a hook there. I try to get to his hip, but this leg cannot attach itself to his leg. And so he's just able to step right out of it. Starts to control my legs, which is bad. Shucks me to the side and gets right in knee on belly. And I think he got points for this. He tried to transition to mount, but let's see how that plays out. So that is a wild transition from knee on belly to mount. Check out that. When you go from knee on belly to mount, there should not be any space, much less that amount of distance between our hips. So that gives me the opportunity to suck my knees back up to my chest and deny the mount. What that was, I don't know. It essentially just helped him stand up. That should have been a sweep the other way, but I pushed him off of me. That is, I don't know what was going on there. So let's look at that up. So we're both able to stand up, and then boom! He sees the opportunity, and he takes it. It is a great takedown slam. Good job, man. Now we're fighting for guard pass. He's going for a knee split pass here. So his knee here. He's trying to come through my legs there. He's not able to get it, but we keep going for a little while. I try and put wedges in on his hips. Oops, that's not the one I want. I try and put wedges in on his hips so I can control the distance. But again, I've not really got much of a game plan at this point. I mean, like I said in the last video, I found out about this tournament just a few days before. So Let's run that back. Again, tries to hop over to guard. My coach has done something like this, and the key detail to make this move work is that you've got to put enough downward pressure on my hips throughout the jump so that I can't suck my knees back up to my chest just like I did in that last one, which is what I'm able to do here to deny the mount. Now I'm in his close guard. I get his head. I should have kept it. I don't make a terrible decision by putting my hands on his biceps. That's totally fine. I try to do a knee split pass. It doesn't really work. He goes for a half sweep. It doesn't really work. Here he goes for an arm bar from guard, and it doesn't work at all. And I pass his guard entirely. Now, I'm not able to settle and into any control, and these next few sequences determine the match altogether, so let's watch them play out. I fail to maintain control. He's able to get to his feet, and then immediately throws me. Just a great hip toss right into side control. Clearly, he has drilled his sweeps because both of the times that he has had an opportunity, he just took it immediately. So this time, again, kind of a large transition to mount, but better than last. His leg goes way up, but his hips stay sort of low, and he's able to settle into mount. And the crucial detail, you can't see it here, but from the bottom of mount, the crucial detail that cost me the match was that I reached up to grab a lapel and keep him down. We have a phrase, and I'm pretty sure everyone has a phrase: an extended arm is a broken arm, or an extended appendage is a broken appendage. So I sort of give him my arm. He steps up, makes that setup step right here, and then whoop, swings around to finish just like he's supposed to. And just like a gentleman, he did not crank my arm at all. He got it into position. I knew I had been got. He knew he had got me, and I just said tap, and that was the end of the match. So good job to Min Cho. Let's see him get his hand raised. He deserves it. And there it is. All right, that's it.